heck? What? Okay. Welcome to the start of my Bayonetta 2 playthrough, the sequel to the 2009 game. Can't believe it's been 5 years. But yeah, well, when I say 2009, I'm referring to Japan. But yeah, it's the long-awaited sequel that everyone's been asking for. And yeah, this is going to be a Bayonetta run. You can play as Jean, but only if you beat the game. However, I'm starting fresh because I don't want a repeat of my original Bayonetta playthrough. Just putting that out there. And I'm also going to play on a actual challenging difficulty. But yeah, more on that as we go along. Enjoy the cutscene, y'all.
The legend of Aesir, a legend from the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from. A struggle caused the trinity of realities to be split into three realms: light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The three worlds all needed rulers, most of all ours. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir.
Is that all?
Spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain, where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world. Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations became Aesir's power. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will. So the power he wielded was split into two equal halves, and entrusted each to humanity's instincts: the right eye of light and the left eye of darkness. By dividing the power of the eyes of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose. With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds, and we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir have been granted the power of creation.
Cheeky. No one bothered telling me any of your kind survived. At least you're the silent type. The last sage I met spent 20 minutes rambling on and on.
What?
You will not escape this fate. We will perish together. My dear, sweet child, at last you have fulfilled your promise to me. Fear not, for I am always watching over you.
But the right eye of light was lost from the world forever, along with its possessor, the last of the Lumen Sages.
Well, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I believe I'm gonna jump right into the prologue right now. Oh, this is post-commentary, by the way. I'm gonna explain that a little bit later, but right now we got a bit of cutscene to sit through. Enjoy, y'all.
The government has organized a team to investigate the continued reports of unusual weather and strong earthquakes occurring throughout the region. Officials are currently trying to determine the source of these phenomena, as citizens nervously clamor for answers. Our special report on the regional disasters, Nature Unleashed, continues after these messages.
You know what I need? Some heels without guns. You don't mind if we make a quick stop, do you, Enzo?
Do you know what day's coming up? Here I was shopping, minding my own business, then you show up and turn me into a damn porter. Seriously, Bayonetta, you still haven't paid me back for the car. Hey, whoa!
Now, is that any way to speak to an old friend? Besides, I did that job for you. For free, might add. Do I really have to tell everyone how you grabbed onto my leg, sobbing like a schoolboy?
This is why I can't have good things. You're some piece of work, you know that? If you weren't already lined up to go to Inferno, you'd be well on your way with all the shit you pull. Dressing up like a nun just so you can off some angels and keep the underworld happy. Hey, I'm talking to you. Shit. But if it's that or getting torn limb from limb for eternity in whatever circle of Inferno you witches go to if you break the contract, forget about it. I'd off the fucking wing bastards all damn day. Oh, hey, what the hell? Hey. But what the fuck you wasting your time trying to send some schmucks off to the afterlife for? Oh.
Done and done. Let's go home, Enzo.
Hey, wait a second. I ain't done here. If I don't get what I came for, I'm gonna be the biggest mutt in the city.
And what is it that you came to fetch, my dear?
Real funny. I know better than to tell you a damn thing. I'll never hear the fucking end of it.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. The rare sight to see you in the city.
Just had something I had to look into. Cereza, you haven't felt anything strange recently?
Now that you mention it, I still haven't quite figured out how a broke, bumbling wise guy managed to turn himself into a semi-respectable family man.
Forget about it. And what's this Cereza shit? You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that? Some witch with amnesia goes around calling herself a weapon, and it turns out she really got stuck with a kid's nickname. That shit's rich, I tell you what.
Our friends in Paradiso are far too quiet. I'm sure you've noticed. But they aren't the only ones. Pray tell. Our friends down south seem to be a bit upset as well.
And now in lighter news, the annual holiday parade is being held today. City police have closed off roads to prepare for the massive influx of merrymakers expected to take in this year's festivities, set to be headlined by a flyover from the military's aerial acrobatics unit. According to Channel 2 News, the 3-year parade may break all time attendance records.
Whoa, shit! The Platinum Stars. Crap. I need to hurry up and get Ed and Edna's presents, or I'm gonna get it.
We'll talk later. I'll see you back home.
Don't forget to pick up the things for the party.
What's the matter with you? I told you what I'm after. A jet! I want a toy jet! You know, the kind with wings, flies in the sky. No, I'm not buying any damned angels. Yellow, blue, I don't care what color they are. I learned my lesson with those bastards, you hear me? Just a normal damn jet, please! You hear that? I want one of those! The thing's flying in the air right now. That's the one. That's the biggest one you got in the store, right? Wrap it up nice, will you? It's a present, for God's sakes. Yo! You know what? Screw the pretty ribbon. Just hurry up and put it in the box, will ya? Fuck the damn ribbon!
You know, I try to avoid doing this in my Sunday best. At least your lot still knows how to make an entrance.
Okay, so after that lengthy cutscene, we can now get to some gameplay. Every time you start up the prologue, you have to, well, you're given the option to do a tutorial. You can just opt out by pressing start and exit tutorial. There are several control options for this one. I'm trying out the gamepad. I usually use the Pro controller, well, the classic controller Pro, which I'm going to switch to after this. I just wanted to give this a shot. You'll also notice that I have a crap ton of halos, even though it's a new file. Oh wait, does he?
This is why I never buy anything on sale.
Didn't I say it? This is why I can't have nice things. Damn it, car! Start already!
Right on time to deliver a little holiday cheer.
Oh, fucking wonderful! Rodon? But I don't believe in Santa!
Watch your mouth, Enzo. Don't want anyone offering you for sacrilege before you pay your tag.
Unfucking-leavable! Ah!
Beautiful.
Now it's time to be naughty.
Anyway, that was weird. But, once you... What was I even saying before the cutscene started? Oh, right. The halos. Y'all notice I have halos already? The thing is, I did a few runs through this already, but I didn't complete the actual prologue. See, I took about a 4 or 5 day break from this after beating the game, and then I decided to start recording it, but I just went through the prologue several times in order to get accustomed to the controls again. And also, like I said earlier, I was trying out the gamepad. Now, the thing is, there are points within each chapter in which the game automatically saves, and that goes for the halos, and I accumulated enough halos to have that large amount. So there's that. I guess if you want to have an easier time to buy stuff, that's one way, but you can always try, you know, multiplayer, which I'll try to show off later. I actually haven't tried it yet as of this recording, because, well, I only have one friend that's actually played through this game from start to finish. Maybe my other friends will have played through it, because I do have several friends that bought it, they just haven't finished it yet. Who knows? Now, what else? This game pretty much plays the same as it did, well, as the first one did. You know, with some minor tweaks here and there. Well, minor nothing. They're very much needed tweaks. The game feels a lot more balanced, a lot more fluid than the first one. And, you know, maybe it's because I had the PlayStation 3 version, which was technically inferior between that and the 360 version. But I always feel like I'm actually in control. There's no one moment where it seems unfair. There are no sucker punch moments where there... how do I put this? There were several cutscenes in which you had to react in a timely manner, or else you would automatically die, and that would pretty much wreck your score. There really aren't that many moments in that game. Matter of fact, we did come across one, and we're going to come across another one. However, they gave you ample time to actually react, as opposed to having, I don't know, 1-2 seconds max to react properly. Very much appreciated. Some new tweaks here and there. Well, not so much a new tweak, but the combo system was adjusted slightly. I believe you have more time in order to actually continue your combo, but the same rule applies. If you take too long to connect another action with an enemy, then your combo will end. Oh, hi, Pure Platinum. Now, there is a trick you can do in order to basically keep your combo going. I'm not sure if you could do this in the first Bayonetta, and I still haven't tried it yet, but if you taunt, it basically stops the counter of your combo from ending. And oh, by the way, if you press the dodge button during that cutscene, you'll activate Witch Time. If you don't, well, there's no penalty, you just won't get Witch Time for the start of this fight. But anyway, if you do taunt while in the middle of a combo, it'll stop the combo from timing out as long as you're in the middle of a taunt. So keep that in mind, because I did show that earlier, but that's because the transition between that gameplay and the cutscene, it's longer than, was it 3 seconds before the combo actually stops? Yeah, I want to say 3 seconds. So yeah, that's a neat trick to do in order to keep up your combo, because just like the first Bayonetta, you get ranked. Your ranking is based on how large your combo gets, how quickly you complete a burst, and how much health you have. Basically, if you don't get hit at all, that's the Pure Platinum right there in terms of your health. What I just got hit by right there, though, doesn't technically cause damage, so it doesn't actually penalize me.
That was quick. Did you get everything? Forgot the caviar. You think they're still open?
It's not Christmas without caviar.
Let's finish this quickly then.
Alright, now, what else is there to... Oh, there is something new to this game. Along with torture attacks, there is something called Umbran Climax. Basically, when your magic meter is full, you can use your Wicked Weeds attacks a lot more freely, as opposed to just in combos. It pretty much runs throughout your entire combo. So yeah, I generally rely on these. Occasionally, I'll do a torture attack, but because of the power and the fact that it pretty much stuns everything, I'm going to be using Wicked Weeds a lot. Yes. Now you're probably also wondering why I'm doing post-commentary. Well, I was so into the game while I was recording this, I didn't really speak much, so I figured I'd just do post-commentary to explain my actions. Yeah. And occasionally you will have a AI control partner to battle alongside you. For the most part, they're pretty competent. They don't do too much damage, but any bit helps, especially with the larger enemies. And like as with the previous game, some of these bosses, excuse me, will become regular enemies. So keep that in mind. Anyway, after this ranking, there's going to be a cutscene. Even though this is more or less a cutscene. Oh, hello.
listen to their masters.
Well, there goes Sean. And another new mechanic that they added, pretty much from Devil May Cry, pretty much nothing is from Devil May Cry. The thing about Bayonetta as a whole, it doesn't really do... It does borrow a few elements from other hack and slash games, but I personally think it handles them better. I don't see anything wrong with borrowing elements from previous games, so long as they're handled right, and for the most part, I think Bayonetta pretty much does that and more. And by more, I mean better, because it's definitely my favorite hack and slash series. But only 2 games. Damn. But yeah, now we have these flying segments. They're pretty sparse. There's only... Sparse? I don't even know the word. There's only about 3 or 4 throughout the entire game. They're pretty fun, though. Oh, also, another thing about your combo is, as long as you're shooting your gun and the bullets actually connect to the enemy, it'll keep your combo going. You can see it to the right. And you've seen it throughout this entire video, but which time is back, just dodge at the last moment, and you'll activate it, slow down time, you get some free hits, and it generally causes enemies to get stunned a lot more frequently, while in which time, even the larger enemies like this guy right here. Yes. And whenever he gets stunned, you do have the chance to punish him. I could have punished him on the first phase of this fight as he was climbing up the building, but I didn't get that prompt. Oh, it's 2 wells. Doesn't really matter. He is almost dead. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a prologue. A lot more action-packed than the prologue from the first game, but for the most part, it's pretty darn easy. Even on the higher difficulties. By the way, I am aware of Infinite Climax, but the reason I did Third Climax was to show off the weapons you can get throughout the game, because you can only play Infinite Climax with a completed file. It's somewhat like a New Game Plus, but yeah, I just wanted to show off the items and the secrets and all that. I want this to be a lot more in-depth than my Bayonetta 1 run, because that was kind of abysmal, not gonna lie. I do plan on revisiting that one day, just to give that game more justice, because although this is superior in every way, Bayonetta 1 is still a damn good game. And John is dead.
Bad boy.
Aw, yeah.
Lumen Sage. Is revenge not all you desire? I know the one who destroyed your world. I know the one who destroyed your love.
Who? Dead witches get dragged to hell. It is what it is. Jean's gonna wander Inferno suffering for eternity. Dims the brakes.
I didn't ask you to tell me what I already know, Rodon. Especially if you're going to be flip about it.
You know better than that. You're not the kind to let that sort of summon go out of control, Bayonetta. Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
You know, she's pretty hot for a dead chick. You wasn't a big fan of her shit when she was in the realm of the living. But looking at her now... Nah, still not a fan.
She's not dead, Enzo.
She's right, Enzo. You're only really dead after your soul's been completely absorbed into another realm of the Trinity. But that's just a matter of time. 'Cause I don't see no way of saving a soul lost in hell.
What about the gates? The real gates of hell?
I can't stop you from trying to use them, but I don't think you got a chance down there. I'll see what I can do about putting her on ice for a while. You'll need this. The heart of an Umbra Witch. The magic that keep your kind alive in this world for eternities. Should keep her body in this realm stable, but you'll need to reunite this with her soul if you're gonna try and bring her back. I figure you got about a day before it's game over.
Enzo, you've got a jet, right?
What? No. No, 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 no. I do not know. Listen, I appreciate the situation, but you know what today is? My kids got cookies baked for me at home. They're waiting for me. And I still gotta play Santa tonight.
Let the real Santa take care of the presents. Now let's go.
Hey, I said I believed, but Ed and Edna, you can't put one over on those cute little fuckers, let me tell you. Hey! Let go! Let go of me! Why do I always get wrapped up in this shit?
Ain't this motherfucker.
And that was the prologue. And at the end of each chapter or prologue, you get an overall ranking.
Didn't think I'd miss a good fight, did you?
And yes, Pure Platinum is the highest ranking you can get in the game. When I saw that in my original Bayonetta playthrough, but I'm basically trying to show off all the secrets, all the weapons. That's my main goal. I am pretty competent at this game, but don't expect a Pure Platinum run. I can just, I just can't guarantee anything with these rankings because I still choke up sometimes. And there's more I'd like to say, but for now I gotta end the video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in chapter 1. Take care, y'all.